Hey, welcome to Creative Learning series from Being Zero. In this video, we are going to talk about animating Pac-Man character. I'm sure Pac-Man is a game that most of us would have played. So in that there's a character that moves around the board to eat coins and he has to protect himself from these enemies. So in this video, this series is mainly focusing about animating the character. We are not going to make full Pac-Man game, but it sets the ground for you to proceed and make a full-fledged Pac-Man game. So let's get started. So we are going to do small exercises using which we will be reaching our end goal. So let's get started with the first exercise. So in the first exercise, our goal would be to create a window and set the window icon to a Pac-Man icon. And all you need to follow this video series is you need to have JDK installed on your machine, which is Java Development Kit, that comes along with compilers for Java, and editor that we are going to use is simple Notepad. So after you have installed JDK, you should be able to compile your programs through command line. So let me go to desktop. So in case Java C minus version, if this command works for you, this is telling us the Java's compiler version. So if this command works for you, that is good enough for you to get started following these instructions in the video lectures. So let's get started by creating a window. So in Java, the way to create window is using a JFrame class. So that is the class we are going to use. So let's first create a notepad file and call it pacman demo.java. So in this file we are going to type in the code. Let me close this and use Notepad++ as an editor. So let me open it in Notepad++. Yeah. So we'll start typing the code in this. So public class pacman demo. So this is the main class of our program, in which we'll add a method public static void main. For every Java program, this is the starting method where the execution of the program will start. So in this, our goal is to show a window. So let's create an object of JFrame class. JFrame J equals new, we are calling constructor, and let's give it a title, being zero-pacman. So that way we create a JFrame object. Now since JFrame is defined in a package called import javax.swing.jframe. So this is the way we can use classes from different packages. So we are importing the class from this package. So once we have created JFrame object, we can set the size of it. So there are two ways of setting the size. Either we can use the set size method, or we can use set bounds. Using set bounds, there is a benefit. We can specify the XY coordinates where the window will appear, as well as the width and height of the window. So our coordinate system of desktop is, this is top left corner of our desktop is 0, 0 coordinate. Then on this axis, X increases, and below Y increases. So let's say typically we want to show our window somewhere here. So that means we have to set X to some value based on the screen. So my screen is 1920 by it's 1280. I think that's the resolution of my screen. So if this axis is 1920 pixels, I want to give something like 500 to be the X point and 200 to be the Y point. Then width we will give 800, and let's give height of 600. So that's the size of window that we are setting. After doing that, we want to set the default action on close. So basically what happens whenever we create a JFrame object, if we go and close this icon, by default the behavior is not to close the window. Basically it hides the window. So we want to change that behavior. So we will call get default close operation, which takes an integer from us. So we'll be using jframe.exit on close. Once we have set that action, then we can do set visible this is method used to show the window. So after calling these three functions on JFrame object, we will be able to launch and show the window. Let's try to compile it and give it a run. So pacman demo.java. So our code is compiled. The way to run is java pacman demo. So now we can see there is a window that is launching. The title is set according to what we had specified here. So being 0 pacman is the title. Then bounds are set accordingly because this window launched here. And default close operation. So in case I close it here, we'll notice that program exits. So in case we forget to give this command, give this function call, now let's see what happens if we try to run it. Now if we go ahead and close it, our program does not exit because window is still existing, but it has been set visible as false. So this is a hidden window and program is still running. So for this particular reason, we set the default close operation on our JFrame. And in case you want to refer to the documentation of JFrame, then you can go to the Oracle link for JFrame, which is the Java doc. In this, all these functions that we have been using, set default close operation, so these methods have been provided with really nice documentation over here. And then there is list of constructors. So the one that we are using is this one, where we can set the title. Now next thing that we want to do is we want to set the window icon. So I want to set the window icon to this pacman image. Right now if you notice, the window icon that is shown by default, it's Java icon here, the coffee icon. So this we want to change. So once we change this icon, this will also appear on the taskbar here. So same icon that is shown on the top of the window, that icon is shown in the taskbar. So let's go ahead and try to change it. So let's search in the documentation what is the method to set image icon. Set icon, okay. So we reach here, there is a method, sets the image to be displayed as the icon for this window. So set icon image is the method we can call on JFrame to change the image. So let's say j.set icon image. Now this function is going to take an object of image class. So image, if we go and take a look at it, image is actually a class that is defined in java.awt package, and this is an abstract class. So we cannot directly create the object of image class, so we will have to use another class called image icon class. So we'll use an image icon object to which we can specify the image name. So this is pmicon.png. So we specify the image path, and once we have created the image icon object, we can call getImage method on that to get the image, because we don't have to supply the image icon object. Actually we want to supply the image object. So the way to get image object, image reference, is to create an image icon object and to call getImage on that. There are two more ways of getting image icon, but this will suffice for us for now. So with this, we have loaded an image and we are going to set the icon image. So let's go ahead and compile the code. Okay, so we are getting an error because we are using image icon class, and image icon class exists in javax.swing package, and we need to add import statement for that. So with this, our code should be compilable. So we compile our code, and now let's go ahead and run our code. As we can notice, the icon here has changed from Java coffee mug to the Pacman, and in the title bar also we are able to notice there is the Pacman icon that is showing. So that completes our exercise 1, where we have used two classes, JFrame and image icon class. So in exercise 2, we are going to add a panel to this window. So that will be covered in the next video.